Hi everyone, New England Gardening here. This is snowballed. Purchased some red hot poker plants, and yeah, so we got these really nice, pretty mature red hot poker plants I need to put in. Probably give me a flower this year. I was wondering where I should put them. They need fertile but well draining soil, and I was thinking of just piling some rocks here that I have throughout the yard, because the chipmunks and critters hide in those piles. But I have all these leftover landscaping ties, or these posts that I can use, and I have this rebar so I can drill holes, pound the rebar in, join these together. That's the plan. Is I'm going to put together somewhat of a raised bed here on this sloping area. I don't think I have enough. As long as you look on the outside, the dimensions of the lumber don't have to be the same, as long as the outside face is flush, and then the other side there'll be soil, so you won't even see it. Alright everyone, so that's where I am so far. Needed to make sure that those were level, and I knew there was a method to this. Just realized, instead of putting the rebar like that, I can put one hole through here, tie these two together like so. So I'm going to do that and remove those. Somehow I'm going to line up. Might have to drill 2 new holes, because I need to put one in there. So yeah, let's get used to this lumber that was just sitting around. Alright everyone, so today's Saturday, May 21st, and it's, I don't know if it's raining or we're in just a fog bank. No, I think it's actually raining. It's drizzling very fine, but you can hear enough for it to come down in the gutter here, the downspout. But that's what I have for the sort of raised bed, slight, just to accommodate the slight slope there, and I hope to put the red hot pokers there. Now, it's currently 56 degrees, and the forecast is for 92 today. And as you can see, it's overcast, it's drizzling, it's nice and cool, it's a little humid. But yet the high is going to be 92, and tomorrow the forecast is 96, and then it's going to go back down into the highs of the 70s, around 76 next week. So quite a temperature change. I have some bags of soil, but I don't think enough to fill that, so I might head off early to Home Depot. Need some mulch too. But yeah, that's what I accomplished with the wood that was just sitting around in a pile. Well, people, the heat is going up exponentially. Once the sun burns off that overcast, it's going to be hot. So let's get this done. I don't think the grass is going to come through this amount of soil. So this is being labeled as, I thought I saw it on here somewhere, raised bed soil, right in big letters. Alright everyone, getting ready to put these plants in. I bought these on eBay. These are called Kismet Red, Echinacea. I don't think they get as tall as the regular Echinacea, I could be wrong. A couple of plants. Agastache, got 3 Agastache here. This is a borage and marigold. But I have a borage I'll show you that's packed with buds on the top getting ready. These are from seed mixes, and I don't know what these are. It's supposed to be like a beef friendly or a beef feed or bird feed flowers. This one's interesting, so I'll put this one in. Looks like there's something on the side here. But yeah. Got the red hot poker. Got 4 plants. I know those get really tall, so maybe put them in the back. And I don't know if I want to space these out or group them together. Really don't have a plan here. I think these have to be 12 to 18 inches apart. Red hot poker. Alright, so I guess what I got was 3. This one here looks like it could be divided. Look at the roots on those. So I wonder if these will give me flowers this year. It's one thing having the hummingbird feeder. I like to have some shots of hummingbird on these flowers. So we'll put one here. It was easy, and it's supposed to be, well, I just checked it, 70 degrees, and I got a black t-shirt on, and the sun's coming out. It's supposed to get up to 92. I don't know, it's already 12:30, but it feels like the heat's rising. Oh yeah, it's starting to get hot. Alright, I think I'll just put the Echinacea in front. They really started to take off when I put them in these pots. Alright, so I'm starting to put the mulch down, and this is what I have. Yeah, looks sort of symmetrical, but I got them in the ground. I did make a mistake here, just lazy. It's kind of shallow here, so I did go in, move the soil, and remove all the sod underneath these Agastache. So I have them in a group of 3 here. I don't know how big they get. But yeah, so let me mulch this and call it a day. I decided not to put the barrage here and put it next to the other plant. I'll show you that after I get through here. Alright everyone, so this is the final product. Got it all mulched. Just need to water it in. The soil is pretty damp that I put in here. So yeah, let's back up a little bit. That's what it looks like. Yeah, so here's the Blenheim apricot. It still has leaves, but you can see here, this is died back to like here. This branch is stressed. This doesn't look good. So, I don't like the color on the trunk there. So let's take a look around the garden. And if you could hear, bees were responding to the sun. Ooh, got a slight breeze there, that felt good. But I cut down a 10 frame box to 8. I want to put it on there, Honey Super. But how am I going to get my hands on that handle? Let's get the handles in the front. So I'll wait for them to calm down a little bit. The strawberry tower here. Critters. Oh, see, here's a native bee pollinating the flower there. This is that a mason bee, and that's some really good size blueberries here. I think these are the ones I got from that New Jersey nursery. But here's the size of the strawberries. Contemplating putting this in here. I think I forgot, I didn't think any of them came up. So I might have planted another flat, but they're looking a little different. I had Mexican sunflower before, so I'm pretty sure that's what they look like right there. So they really started to take off when I gave them some more room. Go figure. I ended up getting a citrus. It's a Rari Satsuma. I haven't potted it up. Just brought it in here. Got foxglove, and this actually is some seeds I started, tritoma. So that's what they look like. There's a single pointy leaf that comes up. Got marigolds I can put in the ground. I don't know if my one lone fig tree is still alive. It's green, but it's not doing anything. And here's the bed I put together. It's been 2 weeks now. So the soy, the lettuce is really taken off. I don't know how it's going to respond to the heat. Might bolt. I think this is Jacob Klein. I'm hoping it is. Could be. There's one called raspberry something. Raspberry wine. The tomatoes. Oh, yeah, I did notice this the other day. I've got some flowers. First flowers on the tomatoes. Something eating, chewing at one of the lettuce plants here. And I got all these plants undercover. I think those are also Mexican sunflower. Here's a vermillionaire. I think this silicum came in a packet of seeds for bee pollinators. Oh, there's a mason bee on that one right now. There's a Russian pomegranate. Oh, and these are, I had to look these up again. Can remember comfrey. I don't know, there's a variety, I guess, that puts out seed. It can be very invasive in the garden. This is what it's done maybe in 5 years. Got a bunch of plants here, but not much. And the bumblebees love these flowers. They're about to open up flowers on these plants here. But I guess they put a really deep root, tap root in and bring up nutrients. And you can chop and drop, release those nutrients back into the top of the soil. And they also aerate the soil by digging these deep holes with their roots. And yeah, you can make a compost tea with the leaves. It's supposed to smell really bad, but yeah, I think I had one plant. Over here, I had 2 plants that ended up really taking off and liking this spot under this hinoki cypress. This here is penstemon dark towers. It is like, surprised me with the size and the vigor of it. These other ones, it's gone to seed here, the red. I started these from seed, and I just have one here. 2 I'm just going to put together. Dug out a hole, put some better soil in. I'm kind of wondering if this needs to be a little bit deeper. But this here is phlox. It's really taken off. Put a fence around to keep the rabbits from nibbling on it. Got some regular echinacea here. You can see some rabbit damage. I forget the name of these. These here have a tendency also, it's almost like frost heaving, but they get these woody stems that get above the soil, and you need to dig them up, chop them back, and bury them deeper. But I got a patch of phlox there. Initially it didn't seem like it was going to survive, and then all of a sudden it started taking root. I split some off last year and put it over here, and it likes this. It gets a little bit shade, and I don't know, still likes it. Might be the mulch I put on top. Oh, you got a lot of air traffic today. This is aster, and I just learned a couple of months ago that you're supposed to, because it gets really woody long stems and they flop over by the time they get to September and they flower. You can chop these down and then they'll branch out some more, and won't be as high and floppy. So that's was one plant. I've got 3 now. I could probably split these. Probably should have done that in the spring. This here's a Monarda bee balm. Hopefully it's a Jacob Klein. That's the one that seems to attract the hummingbirds the most. I don't know. They didn't seem to like the raspberry wine one. So yeah, that's the only other thing going on here is weeds and some of these, they call these bells things, really fragrant. There's still some with flowers, but I never really see bees on them. But I got peonies. This one here I thought was a biannual because it didn't produce any buds one year, and now it's producing. So it's got the ants on there that do not spray if you see ants on your peonies. I think, if I remember correctly, they eat wax or help that open up. So don't put bug spray if you see ants on your buds there. And I got another one in the back there. Now that one only has 2. That's a switch. This one here, I think that's a white. And this is a red. That other one's been on the property forever. It's been moved around, but it's been on the property forever. Got Russian sage buried in here, the weeds, and does not seem to like this spot. None of my Russian sage seem to enjoy the yard. I gotta find, I think they like a richer soil. This one's coming back somewhat, but yeah, I got some butterfly bushes. And the sample is yet to, Roxbury russet, I think, is yet to have any flowers on it. So is this like the 4th year? So I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know if you could hear. Bees are just going crazy. Hopefully if they swarm, they'll go into some of my empty hives. If they calm down a little bit, I might do a video today on adding that box. Got a little artistic with it. Painted some flowers on it, for my interpretation. So yeah, that's about, oh, yes, enclosing the borage. Seems like an interesting plant. Let's take a look at that. Yes, it is a borage. Started from seed. Nice cluster of flowers on that. And here's the one I showed you earlier. Couldn't separate the two, and they're just too close together. Didn't want to sacrifice. I think they'll be able to survive together. So this is New England gardening with a nice flower bed that hopefully will attract, or is attractive to hummingbirds. Maybe get some shots with the hummingbirds on the flowers here. So this is New England gardening. Thanks for watching.